Hello people, thank you for joining tonight. I'm going to have a, let's say, short flight. Not sure that will be definitely that short. It's kind of really late where I am right now. I'll be doing a flight from Vienna to Innsbruck in Austria. I'll be doing this flight in B1900D. And already prepared the charts and everything so I can show you the flight preparation and everything. I hope I won't face the frame rate issues people have been noticing lately. We'll see if that happens during the flight. But anyway, all right. So let's open the door. Prepare the aircraft with avoiding fuel. So I'll pop up the flight plan preparation. Let me show you actually the tab screen. So it's loading currently. Let me know if you have an issue with the sound. I hope not. All right. So what do we have? We'll have something like more than 2,500. Yeah, it's 2,700, but I'll get a bit lower than that because I'm not sure I'll be able to achieve the flight level I want. I'll get the correct fuel amount. That should be okay. And yep, seems to be configured correctly up to now. All right, so let's jump in. We're inside the cockpit now. Everything is cold and dark, and we'll have to pull up to this biz to life. All right, so let's stop on the window. I've been checking the wind. This is a light wind for tonight, so we should be fairly okay. Let me show you. Actually, we should be departing from runway 11 because, as you see, that will be the fastest way. Runway 11 is right here, so we'll try to take off from this runway. Hopefully, the wind won't be that much. It won't be that strong actually. So, all right. So powering up everything here. Putting up also the external power because I might need it before I actually pull up the engines. The flight will be something around, yeah, a bit more than 217 nautical miles, not including the SIDS and stars. So we'll see about that. And the flight level should be something around 210, if I remember correctly. All right, no, 220. 220. All right. So we'll be already setting this one to 220. Let's hope we'll be able to achieve that. Otherwise, we'll check during flight how it goes. Okay. All right. So let's now check the charts, and we'll see the flight plan. So let's power up. Yeah, I need to power up the avionics. Okay. So we'll load up the flight plan. Okay. Let's delete anything that we have first here. So we're sure there's nothing. And then let's select an existing flight plan. So push cursor. It will be this one loading up. And on the other side, I'll be also pulling up the SID chart that I downloaded from the official website from the legal instance that manage the charts for Austria. Okay, so what do we have here in the flight plan? So WW100, sorry it's inverted, but you'll have to rotate your head in 90 degrees to see the flight plan. So we'll be doing, as you see, so Whiskey Whiskey 100, 101, then it should be 275 that we have here, 178, and then last point for the departure procedure would be Sydney that we have here. The GPS coordinate that we have is supposed to represent our top of climb. This is something that SimBrief does for you, and hopefully we'll achieve that over the vicinity, well, at least at around this coordinate waypoint. So we'll see about that. I'm not that worried for the departure. It's more about the descent that I'll be looking at it. Okay, so the flight plan is loaded. We've got the correct SID loaded, and from what I see, the SID should be pretty much what I'm expecting. The star, I'm not sure. I'm not sure we are supposed to have that waypoint that far beyond, but we'll see. We'll see how we pull up things on the chart. All right. Okay, so let's close the GPS pop-up. Acknowledge any warnings and alerts. Pull up this one, I don't need it. And I'll be pulling up, other than the chart, yeah, I'll be now checking on the chart what we have in terms of radio navigation frequencies around here, just to get a reference. So we've got Fox Mike Delta, so Fisherman, which is frequency 110.40. All right, so we'll set this one either on the GPS, the GNS 530, or we could use the standby comm systems around here. Okay, so let's pull up the VLOW. I can't remember how, yeah, I have to push this one. And then what we said is 110. So that should be decimal 40. So 110.40, and we'll set it to active. Okay, so we received the radio station. So the navigation aid. Our position regarding this radio station is 285 in distance, 4 nautical mile, which seems to be correct from what I see on the chart. So we'll go for that. We'll acknowledge the message. Set up the QNH, which represent the height from the actual position on the airport, which is correct. And let me show you the airport chart instead of the SID. Now we've seen the SID, we've seen that is correct, but now let's go to the airport chart just to see where we're located and where we need to go. All right, so let me zoom in. We should be right about here. I've already pre-positioned myself on the map. As you can see, I'm located here, and this is runway 11 here. So we'll be departing from runway 11. It will be a straight in, and then we'll be taking off on the runway 11 straight for a flight plan to Innsbruck. All right, so one thing I haven't looked at is the transition altitude. So let's get back to the SID and let's see if we had something mentioned actually on this one. Usually this is mentioned on the charts. Transition altitude is 10,000. All right, so this is, we'll remember to reset the, actually I'll leave that procedure here so we have it on. So we'll reset the, altitude to standard altimeter on passing flight level 10,000 feet. Well, flight level 100, but it's 10,000 feet, obviously, which correspond to turning off the landing lights and continuing the climb to the final final cruise level, which will be flight level 220. Okay, so we've got passenger loaded, we've got the fuel loaded, so we'll close here everything, secure the doors, and we'll be able to spin up the engines. Okay, so let's do a few tests. Lights seems to be working okay. Nothing red here on the warning panel, so that should be fine. On the engine, yeah, this is the electrical hydraulic engines. We have every kind of notification around here. For now, the engines are not running, so obviously we're running on battery and external power. So, all right, so let's reset that. Close the generator tie. Pull up the auto ignition. NTIs, well, seeing the temperature, I'm not even convinced I need the NTIs on. So further will be later on. And I guess we're ready to start engine number, we'll start engine number 2. Okay. So we'll wait. All right, so starting on 2. Waits for 20%. Around 26%, that should be enough. All right, the engine seems to be having a good start. I haven't put the parking brake on. I will correct that immediately. All right, so we've got a good start on engine number 1, and now we'll start engine number 2. Number 1, sorry. So we had number 2, and now we start number 1. We set it to low idle. So usually you need to ask okay, closing the door because of the noise. I'm going to remove the external power now, so the guys with the GPU will be now putting himself away from the aircraft. And we'll start number 1. Alright, so we'll wait something like 17%, sorry. Okay, we're around here, and we'll start now. All right, so we'll wait for this one to stabilize, and after that we'll pull up the rest of the systems. I should have powered up my lights, to be honest, because obviously I should have notified the ground crews that I'm currently powering up the engines. Emergency exits. I don't need a rest stabilize, recognition, tape one. taxi. We'll go for the taxi later on. Okay, so I think we've got a good start. I'll now pull up the condition levers to max. Auto feather to arm. And reset the generator tie. Alright, so now we can pull up the AC bus. Blah blah blah. Prop auto, storm warning, pedo, static, fuel vent. Well, I could have done that before starting the engines just to evacuate the fuel. The remaining fuel that has been evaporating in the tanks, just to avoid any blow up once you start the engines. Okay. I'll need to pour on the bleed valves. Rudder boost here, and I'll pour up the HSI and other units that we have here in front of us. Okay, so what do we have as a warning now? Auto feather off, that's normal because we're idle power for now. Auto ignition on, that's okay for the takeoff and during climb phase, and we'll turn it off for the cruise. Alright, let's see if I forgot something else. I don't think so. Yeah, we could actually get this one. 2000, that's okay. Now I'll keep this one on.
QNH adjusted.
Alright, I'm cheating. I'm adjusting the QNH with adjusting button. I know. Alright, I focus on the main tanks. And lower the flaps 1 to 17 degrees. Okay, I'll set the now I'm setting the trim for takeoff. I think I'm good to go, so let's start. Okay, so busy. I'll release the brakes now, pull up the taxi lights, flood, taxi, beacon, and the truck will be there once we reach the runway. Okay, we can actually go for the track IR. Alright, using brakes. And we're rolling. Okay, so the taxi should be fairly easy. The runway is straight ahead. Stay stable for now. It seems to be okay, but I had bad surprises earlier, so I definitely hope that won't bother me. Alright, so we're reaching holding point for runway 11, and since I don't see any other traffic and we don't really care about the tower, we'll be lining up and taking off. Let me know if the sound is okay on your side, and if you can hear me correctly. pull out the chart now so we can focus on the main screen. And there we go. Okay, so engine seems to be stable. RPM within limits, 80%. And our releasing brakes. Slowly increasing power. There was kind of a slow burst. It's because I have like a crank on my joystick that I need to, for which I need to lever the joysticks. All right, so we rolled out. Good climb rate. Positive drive gear up. All right, so gear up. No lights, no warnings. Good start. We're continuing takeoff. For now, I'll stay stable. I have my GPS here. I'm going to try to continue that by hand, trying to trigger everything correctly. Engine still okay. Alright, retracting flaps. That will help me gaining some speed. Trimming up. And until we reach the Whiskey 100, I'll do it manually. I can already tell the system that I want to focus on the GPS, and we've got our flight director. And now we need to initiate the turn. I'll be expecting a climb of, sorry, I forgot about the landing lights, shoot. And the strobes. A bit too on the left. I'll correct my attitude. Lower a bit the torque. So no need to be that much power for now. And now I can set the I'll set the autopilot up to here after 101. Let me restabilize correctly and get along the path. I'll set something like less than a 10 degrees climb. And now we can initiate the right turn. So altitude select. I'm going to pull up the GPS. We'll select the navigation. IS old. And we'll pull up now the damper engage. Hey, autopilot engage. All right, so now the autopilot will be following the GPS flight plan, and I should be able to set the. You know what? I'm going to go for vertical speed, gain some speed actually. And once I'm around 180, I'll set up the IS engage mode. 180 is a good climb speed, so I'll take this one, loving along. All right, so 180, and now with the power we have, the plane will start climbing, and that's good. Alright, so we're passing through 6,000. We have a bit to go before emergency light off. You have to remember there is a switch for that. I guess so, but where it is. Seat belts, for sure should be on. Sure, blah blah blah. Everything here is okay. Okay, so now let's see how we go on the outside. The colors, I kind of set it to twilight, so sunset, sorry. I've got the OpenStreetMap installed. Everything seems to be quite smooth for now. Increase a bit the power so we can continue to climb. Yeah, full flow is high for now, but that's normal. Because I'm really pushing the engines for this climb. So you see the climb rate for now. We're almost something around 1,000 feet per minute. I forgot the prop sync. Okay, so let's go outside and see the global view. Few clouds, mountains. I've got the Mesh HD, so I don't have the Ultra HD because I don't have enough RAM to go for it. It's a killer when you go for the Ultra HD for the Alps, but I've tested it once, the Ultra HD for the Alps, and this is definitely really I enjoyed it a lot, but it was too demanding for my current setup, so I decided to deinstall and replace it with the usual HD mesh. So for now, everything seems to be stable, and should be watching when I'm reaching 10,000. We've got a 1,500 before we reach the our transition altitude, and also the altitude where we'll turn off the landing lights and everything. Still no red, no warnings, so for now we're good. I haven't pulled up the checklist, so obviously I'm not really following up the correct procedure. Probably I should be at some point pulling out the ignition after takeoff, but for security I'll leave them on until we reach the cruise altitude. But I guess it's kind of a safe bet to say that after over flight level 100, it's you can remove it as well for the auto feather. Okay, we're almost there. We'll reset the barometer to 2992. Alright, so let's check the GPS. What does it say for now? We'll lower the Okay, so we're at the end almost of our procedure. Let me pull up again the charts. Yep, everything seems to be fine for now. And where is again the top of Klein is around. Let me pull up the flight plan. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, it's like 3 nautical miles before Baxi. So over Baxi, basically, we should be at top of climb. And let's hope we'll be able to achieve it. All right, 10,000. Now I will reset the barometer to 2902. Pull down the landing lights. And I think I can disable the other feather and auto ignition. Okay, let me see if I need to pull up a bit more power. We're not going to pull up too much. I still want to maintain myself in the green zone. So sometimes you have to adjust a bit the power lever, so you're okay in terms of power settings and not pushing the engines too much, because an engine fire would be the last thing I would I would like now. We still have a decent climb rate, so we'll keep it like that for now. ITT still within boundaries, correct boundaries, so I'll definitely hope we'll be able to achieve that on top of climb. But we have what distance do we have yet? Oh well, you have almost 15 nautical miles to achieve that. That should be okay. So, if you don't mind now, let's focus on the approach. Well, at least arrival procedure. I've got the arrival procedure here. You select it and pull it up again. Okay, I've got it. Sorry, it's again 90 degree. Need to rotate a bit your head. I think our initial flight plan was to get back to Rattenberg. In the flight plan I saw Rattenberg 3003. I guess we can already select the ADF frequency on this one. So this is 3003. Shoot, this is really not practical to use this one. I thought that would be better than that, but it's not. Okay, so we've got 300. How can you get 3 here? Ah, come on. Alright, okay, so for the sake of that stuff, I'll use the scroll wheel. Okay, 0, and 3, and 3. Okay, so now I've got the mouse scroll. I'll disable it because I definitely don't like the mouse scroll stuff. So I'll set it now to active. Okay, 3003, and I'll set the number 2 to ADF. So once we, yeah, so we should receive the ADF frequency on here, which I'm not convinced because I don't know if this one is cabled to ADF1 or ADF number 2, and on top of that, probably it's not active. Let me check again the scroll. Okay, yeah, it is. It is active, so we'll keep it like that. I'm more sure in those planes you're supposed to have, so I guess at some point the GPS is nav1, those 10 bys are nav2, COM2, COM1, and this one, probably, I don't know if it's ADF1 or ADF2 to be honest. So we'll see if once we're close from Innsbruck, if I definitely see it. All right, the climb rate is slowing down, obviously because we're kind of loaded, to be honest. I don't know if we'll be able to achieve the target flight level 220. Well, meanwhile, let's go again outside to enjoy the magnificent view of the Alps. Missy, I hope you'll enjoy it because I know you like cold. Those are cold areas. Probably not as cold as in Iceland, but definitely cold enough. This is the country where you can ski, and the skiing is amazing. The resort, the quality of the resorts is amazing. If you ever have the opportunity to go in Austria to ski, go for it. It's amazing. Slopes, preparation, the quality of the ski resorts, lifts, and everything is, I mean, for as far as I can remember, it was amazing. Ooh, that will be tricky because I'm just thinking that I will land and it will be dark outside, so that will add to the overall challenge. I'm not sure. I kind of overthought that. Let me check the well, actually, I think the procedure that the GPS is showing me is correct, because I think we'll go for Rattenberg 1 Bravo procedure for runway 26. And yep, and it means that we're supposed to pull over. I need to get the approach chart, to be honest. I need to get this one. Shoot, let me try to get back to see what our passengers are seeing outside. I know some people like that, so we'll take this opportunity to check what's happening outside. Well, I've got a beautiful engine here. And let's focus on this window. Yeah, that's nice. I like this time of the day where colors are kind of yellow. Definitely something I do like checking. Alright, so I remember this view. Set it. And we'll swap from the cockpit to this view. Feels okay. Let me check the engine parameters. See if everything is still in the green. Seems to be the case. We're slowing down in terms of climb rate. How much do we have left? Alright, okay, 20 nautical miles to reach the top of climb, pre-calculated top of climb. So we'll see if this is pretty much accurate. I hope so. Autopilot is still doing good. TCAS, okay. Well, I think I've not really activated the TCAS either. I hate those views. You can't see anything on that. That's a shame. Let me see if I have, no, it's alt. So yeah, it's fine on alt. Yeah, so that's okay. Not that we have a lot of traffic around and not being controlled, so that not really. That's just for the fun. Not really needed, to be honest. Terrain data not available. Yeah, obviously this is not the G1000. Traffic. Oh yeah, I've got AI around. Forward. Declutter. I go for the declutter. So we've got the distance. Let's switch to our view. Yeah. Look at the scenery. That's beautiful. Let's go outside just to check. Ah, God, I do like those colors. And I'm going to land. It will be night. It's going to be... Thank you, Mr. Flight Scientist Tyler, for hosting the show. I'm definitely using a different flight model for this plane. For those who know the RSM Gaming streams, there are some flight models that they have modified for the B1900D, and I'm currently using the modified flight model for the B1900 made by Mr. Rush himself, I guess. or someone else. But still part of the same people. Well, FPS seems to be holding okay. Oh, we've got a traffic here. Yeah, I think I should pull up a bit the lights intensity. Don't know if I can do that now. Let me check what I can do right now. I think I could do it with an X-plane and change the rendering options with a higher gamma. Let's hope it won't crash the scene. Let me know if this is a bit better for you. Or the other thing I could do is get earlier in the day and we'll switch back to night for the approach. That will be challenging. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, we've got a bit of a haze down there, so that's why it was adding to the global darkness, and I'll set back a bit the gamma to the initial value. Let me get back in the cockpit. I need to check what's happening. Oh, I don't know if I should be pushing the engines that hard. I missed the top of climb, but to be honest, I think we won't be able to go that much higher. The plane seems to struggle to reach that top of climb, but let's see how it goes. At least we need to aim for. Let's pull down to flight level 200. That should be enough for this flight. So we've got the altitude alert, which I was expecting. Yup. So we'll wait for the plane to reach this last less than 1,000 feet until we have cruise altitude, and then we'll set back a bit the power and adjust for the cruise. I think I should be worrying about the ice, I would say, at least for the windshield. I should have done that before. Anti-ice protection. Prop is on auto. And brake the ice. I'll do that before we land. I don't even know if those switches are actually doing something. I know they move, but I don't know if they're actually activating a system. And I don't know if the plane is modeling the Mr. Unicorn. Thanks for joining. Alright, so we're reaching altitude now. Yeah. Missy, you can understand. It's a private joke between Mr. Unicorn and myself. Between my little pony and myself. There's something I've not checked, to be honest, is the is just to see if the cabin is pressurized correctly. Since I've pulled up the bleed air valves, obviously I would say it's okay. But I didn't really check. I think the I remember on the C90 it's around here, but on this one, oh okay, it's there. It's behind the so the cabin is pressurized correctly from what I see. Okay. Yeah, and we've got the controls for the cabin pressurization here. Pressurization inside the cabin, and I think that the pressurization should be increasing right now. Cabin climb, yep. No, oh no, not moving. Pressure diff, not really changing. Well, I hope I won't go for hypoxia. Alright, seems to be okay for now. Well, I'm not suffering for any hypoxia for now, so I'll go for it. Okay, I see now that the speed is a bit increasing. I'll wait for the 200s, and then I'll set up the condition lever, not the condition lever, sorry, the prop and power lever. Maintain the cruise speed. I guess I should be already doing that. I'll monitor the speed just to check that it's okay. Set back this one to 95. Lever should be fine. Just checking now for now the engines to make sure that I'm not doing something wrong. There's definitely an impact on the speed. Yeah, sorry for the sound. Forgot to switch it off. Well, I guess as long as the speed is stable, I'm going to go for those settings. I would guess that something around 15 should be something rather fine for a cruise. Uni, when is it happening, this one? Okay, Sunday, September 17. And it will be on iVale. Damn, it means that I need to reactivate my account in this case. I'm not sure yet if I can make it, but that definitely just remind it to me, because I might forgot by then. Might forget. I know how I am. I'm forgetting things. If it's not work related, usually I forgot. I'm not going fast enough for me, so I'll set the props up. We've got enough fuel anyway, so I'll set to 16. Yeah, I'll send it to you through Steam, so you can have my email, and you can mail me in this case. Okay, so let's check the flight plan. When are we going to land? I need to pull up the charts and see what we need as an altitude. Let me pull up the star. Okay. What's the target altitudes for Rattenberg? 13,000 is what I understand. I need to have this leg over between Rattenberg and Elmim. I need to be at 13,000. The transition altitude, I think. No, it's all right. Okay, transition altitude by ATC depends on the weather, I guess, and the current altimeter settings. As far as I can remember, it's something around 1100. Sorry, it's flight level 110. So I'll go for 110. Maybe 100. We'll see. And then. This is not what I'm really looking for. The thing I need to check, but I guess the approach procedure are okay in the GPS from X-Plane, is I need to set the approach path for runway 26. I think I'm missing some. I think I'm missing a waypoint, or maybe. Because the thing is that you need to get back. Okay, let me check the actual website from the Austrian air navigation stuff. Chart runway 26. I already have it. No, sorry, star chart. So I've got that. Let me check if I'm actually. Yeah, I'm looking at the right procedure. What other maps I have available. That's not going to be easy. You know what? Let's check what we have inside the GPS for once. Procedures. We have to select approach. So we'll go for lock or map. RTTIF. Because I'm supposed to be at 9,500 over, if I check the descent path for the localizer approach, I'm supposed to be 9,500. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have a teardrop approach at some point. Yep. I think what I'm going to do in this case is aim for 9,500 over Rattenberg in this case. That's probably my best bet for now. I guess you should be able to get vectors from the tower, but for now, load. Yep. All right. So let's check the overall flight plan. We'll activate the approach once we reach. Well, you know what? I think I should be already starting my descent. Let me calculate actually the. Where do I see my ground speed? All right, I got that 276. I'm currently at flight level 200. 20. I need to achieve 9.5. Multiplied by 3 plus 3, 4. All right, so 35 nautical miles before Rattenberg, I need to start my descent, and given my current speed, ground speed, so 2755, I need to aim for a vertical speed of minus 1,375, so 1,400. And depends, and then we'll have to recalculate that according to the ground speed. All right, so let's preset the altitude to 9,500. I can't do that. That's not very precise. There we go. Let me pull up the GPS just to check. All right, okay, so we need to start descent now. So I'll altitude select, put the vertical speed, and select, pull that out, autopilot, and I'll lower the speed. Sorry. Okay, so we start now the descent. I'll start a bit high on the profile because I've missed the top of climb, and now I'm going to reset it to minus 1400, which should be fine. I'm going to lower now the speed and get my props to max. Set up the auto ignition. I don't need the auto feather, I guess. The auto feather is only for takeoff. Now the only thing I'm looking for is engine anti-ice. Yes, definitely, because I'm reducing power, so I don't want the turbines to get ice on it. The other things, I'll pull up everything that I can in terms of props. So I'm sure I'll be able to arrive in the proper conditions. I'll set up a bit more speed just to maintain the anyway, I'll reevaluate my speed, my vertical speed according to the ground speed that I have. I need to recalculate it actually. I'm currently at let's pull that to 30 for now. 5 profile is 1,100. Nope. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Nope. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, so let's refocus on the procedure itself. So I'll need to do all over the procedure a left turn heading 210 before I reach the final approach fix, FAF. So, alright, so I've already preset the heading bug. Should I need this? Alright, so heading 210. Alright, 210. And obviously the course would be 255. But for now I'm using the GPS, so I don't think I can change the course. Maybe I can, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if it's going to change. Yeah. This is annoying, those stuff. Because I can't use the scroll. I hate those scroll stuff. Alright, so let's focus now on the what's the plane doing right now. Better get faster down. And a bit of power, just not to worse for my case. Okay, so how much do we have left? 15 miles. Okay, so now we're in the mist. Procedure, I'll now activate the approach. I'll activate the approach, but I'll do it by hand. I'll do the approach manually. See why I hate those mouse grid stuff. Let's hope it works now. There's a bit of wind, and I definitely hope we'll get over those mountains. Let me get the proper QNH. What does the weather say for this location currently? 1018. You know what? I'm going to cheat
UNH adjusted.
and get this one automatically adjusted. Let's do an outside view. Oh god damn, this is... I don't like it. Alright, so we're 6 nautical miles before Rattenberg, and I need to achieve that goddamn 9,500. I need to pull down the... I need to get faster. And once we over Rattenberg, I'll already preset. Let me already preset the localizer frequency, which is 111.10. Okay, 111.10. Okay. Let's push this one. 111.10. And let's just get this one active. We're still not seeing anything, and okay, so let's get this one also set. God, I hate that. I need to have the scroll wheel again. It's done. So we've got nav2, and I'll go for navigation for ADF. So the ADF is straight ahead, so this is definitely ADF number 1. Let's go for a zoom on the stuff here. Okay, so let me pull up a bit of power because I'm reducing speed too much. I still don't have the localizer live. I remember this is a tight one for this airport. I'm below 10,000, so what I'm going to do is get the landing lights on, ice lights, just to see if we've got any ice around here. Make the announcement, blah blah blah. So we're going to land soon, like in 10 minutes from now. And eventually we might crash. So don't worry, we'll try to make the best we can. Alright, so okay, so we've got a confirmation that we've got the correct localizer active. So now we've passed Rattenberg. We've got the localizer active. And what I'm going to do is switch to heading, disable the VLOC, and you see the cursor has changed, and I need those damn 255, yeah, maybe I'll be able to achieve it. Yeah, 255, that's not easy, but I made it. Alright. Still receiving nothing at all. And now I need also to focus on my descent profile and reduce speed because I'm a bit too fast. Okay. Localizer alive. And now I need to start my descent profile. So I'm currently... Shoot, I forgot to watch that. 5%. I'll go for a descent profile of okay, we'll go for that, and whatever we have here. Decision height should be something around 4,400. Selection, and at some point I disable the autopilot so I can okay, so localizer 17, we should be at 8,700. Wow, we're on.
UNH adjusted.
Oh no, we're a bit below. Okay, where we passed it. So next one is localizer 14. So I'm reducing now power because I definitely need to get one set of flap up, down. I need to reduce speed. Definitely I need to reduce speed. I'm really too fast. 14 I should be 7,500. Looking good. To gain some, I'll get the gear down. Not sure I need to have the feather for landing. I don't know, honestly. And I'll get one set of flap down. Still not seeing the runway, kind of worried right now. I still have no visual, and the thing about
UNH adjusted.
and the thing about Innsbruck is that the localizer is not aligned with the runway, so you need to do turn on final, on short final, to align yourself with the runway. Okay, so I've got somehow a localizer state here. Shoot, I'm too slow. All right, covering now. Wow, there's a mist. I can't see anything. Can't see a thing. So now I'll get back to the descent path. We are, can't see the localizer actually, distance. Down. So nothing. I need to get down. Alright, okay, full flaps. Where is that gut runway? That's... sorry, got to exit and see out. That was what I was looking for. Okay, 7 nautical miles. And we're definitely too high. I think, is that it? See something. Yeah, I think I see a beacon somehow. Okay. Well, we're slow, so anyway. We'll have plenty of time to anticipate the landing in this case. Let me trim this plane So now I see the runway, or I think I see the runway. Let me focus a bit on that. Yeah, I see the runway now. All right, okay. So we continue the landing in this case. Definitely see the runway. You see, we're not really on the runway heading. We have to do when you're and the thing is that when you're on a fast flying jet or liner, whatever, this final landing somehow is very tricky. This is why I really like this airport, is that it's really tricky and shows you need to show some skills for those types of landings. There's another airport like that in France around Lyon. It's called the Chambéry airport. It's Lima Foxtrot, Lima Bravo, if I remember correctly. And you have a thing like that where you have mountains all around, and basically you need to have a deep dive for the landing. It's not easy, but basically you're in at the end of the runway. There's a mountain, so basically you got not much to get yourself out of a situation if you miss the runway. This is really, really hard. And there are actually some liners that go there. And I remember for a long time ago for the Olympics, I think there were planes like 757 landing there. Okay, so now let's focus on the landing. I'm checking the PAPI lights. Definitely two. Okay, regaining the correct profile for landing. Let's confirm that I have. Okay. Well, we got several touchdowns, fortunately for me. Not as smooth as I was expecting. But we got all passengers down and safely on the ground. So let's pull up flaps. Once we exit the runway, we'll go for I like it the hard way. let's put it that way. I like it the hard way. Okay, so let's stop here for a moment. They can already get there. Yep. Okay, so let's go and park. Yeah, the scenery is a bit heavy on the frames, to be honest. Frames are dropping like hell. And I think also the stream is for something in this. Sorry guys, I forgot to remove the tab screen for the landing. I just saw that now. You know what, since that was quite a crappy landing, I'm going to have a passenger closer to the main terminal. Golf 10, here we are. Okay. Parking brake set. And I think I can dump pressure. Wait, dump pressure. This is it. Then lead off. And I'm going right now to cut the engines. AC bus off. And before anything happens, set down the well, I think we had plenty of fuel for this evening. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now let's see what we've got. I'll set the battery off. And let's see the replay. Never, okay. Man, I can't remember what it is. Each and every time looking for it. Replay that crashes landing. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, shoot. Never remember where it is. This is why I never use it. I should start to. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, toggle replay mode. This is it. Okay. All right, so let's get outside. Well, I was quite stable on the landings on the approach side. But yeah, I didn't flare at all. That's why I got like 3 touchdowns. Yep. I landed like like a no, like a piece of iron. Look at that. Oh, graceful it is. I'm flat. I got a little gear extension, little bump, second bump. I'm not off the ground that time. All right, okay, so we've got 2 touchdowns. So let's see it in a different angle. I promise next time I'll try to do better. Okay, so let's try to have the render view. To be honest, I was freaking out because of the haze all around the airport. I was not seeing the airport, and I know this push procedure is really difficult. You have no. I think you need to get a special certification for to land on this airport. I think I did worse than that. I mean, the landing itself was soft. It's just that I could have flared a bit more. But to be honest, I'm not the kind of person that is looking definitely for the true perfection in kiss landing. I don't like that. Because in real life, why would you do that? That's you need to touch the ground. Well, this scenery is okay. I mean, the HD mesh is truly amazing in this area. As you can see, it's not that I know the area well. It's just that from what I remember, it's as Austin wants it to be. It's really plausible, definitely plausible. There we go. I'll stop the replay here. Okay. Well, this is it. We've landed, and I'm going to open the doors. So let's get outside now. Doop-a-doo. There we go. Well, we already have a bunch of people waiting for us. And that's creepy because I'm supposed to be out of the aircraft. All right. There we go. All right. Let's have this view here. Magnificent view with the scenery Oh, we've got an AI taking off. I could have landed on 08, to be honest. I could have done it. I didn't want to. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to head straight to bed. Thank you for well, supporting me in this let's say stressful approach. I lied since I said I would have done the approach by night, but with the current situation of the weather and the haze, I guess the landing would have been worse than that. So next time I promise I'll try to do something by night. But the thing is that on streams, night is usually really difficult because you as viewers you can't see much, but because it's going to be because I'll have a bit of light from the environment, but you will get like everything dark, which is not that much interesting except if you're looking through the cockpit view. All right, so thank you for joining. I'll probably stream some few more things over the weekend. Maybe explain, maybe something else. I might even go for the Q400 at some point because I do have it on prepared. And probably some military stuff. So yeah, so be expecting, I don't know what yet, but something around the coming days. Thank you guys. Thank you for being there, and well, see you soon.